So, right now, you're definitely in a season where you need to learn how to handle what you're dealing with by taking action and moving through the situation. Don't try to think your way through the situation, okay? The example that I have for you, right? So, this is real life. When I got this new position, right? I try my best to not ever speak about things that I'm in the process of having. A wise person once told me that if I always wait till I have the things that I want to achieve, share those things with people. Always speak from a place of gratitude. Because sometimes, depending on how your energy is and how you feel your strength of interacting with the world, it can be detrimental for you to have somebody whose opinion means a lot. And if it's not a positive, uplifting one, it can weigh down on your manifestations. But also, when you get to a point of solidifying your aura, you can get to a point where it doesn't matter what you got going on and what I choose to share with you or not, it's not going to affect what I'm growing. But ultimately, it's better to speak always from a place of gratitude in the things you've accomplished as opposed to being someone who always speaks from a place of the things they want, right? So, case in point, my new position that I got, right, is just extremely aligned with the things I do in my personal time, like tarot, and I'm debating about this dance class. But yes, so there's opportunity there for me, right? And also a lot of networking and like just all the way around. I want this position, right? So at first, this was what you would call my manifestation because hell yeah, people that know me, I did this shit intentionally and it worked. So I left a job that no one thought I should have left because of the money and the location, how it was aligned with my schedule. But the lady was awful. I was not about to keep giving that bitch my energy. You feel me? Like, I'm not pouring into what you got going on here because you don't even know how to say thank you. You know what I mean? And so, long term, it wasn't anywhere like a home for me, so I wasn't going to keep pouring into it. So, I left. People were like, well, what are you doing? But right? I kept saying, the thing that I get next is what I deserve. You feel me? In comes my dream position. But anyways, as I'm getting it, it finally comes, right? But then it got like, there was like a moment of just no communication, like I was being ghosted, right? Turns out he had like life-threatening surgery, something crazy. But anyways, it was that little window to see how I was going to handle with what I wanted. Was I going to just immediately start putting negativity on it because it didn't go the way I wanted? Or would I walk by faith, right? So I just kept throwing positive energy on it. I did what I needed to do in the meantime, you feel me? And it all worked out. So then they call me and now it's being offered. But when they finally reached out to me, it was like the whole universe around me, including people that were very close to me, and it doubt it was unintentional, but it was like the universe working through everyone to kind of test you that last time to see if you're really standing on what you said you stand on. And so like the whole world came down on me like, no, you're not going to be able to do that job. No, it's not going to work. Oh, this is happening. And so in that moment, the type of person I normally am, I would have mentally fucked myself over, right? Or I would have stressed myself out and handed my paintbrush back over to whoever else runs this shit by allowing myself to become taken over by negativity, anxiety, worry. And it was like a make or break moment. And in that moment, I was like, well, damn, if I was seeking advice, what would I get told, right? And it was like, make it work and stay in the moment. So instead of worrying about like problems that were in the future, I was just like, today, I need this today, and it works. I just put my foot in the door. You feel me? Then the next day, make it work. Next day, make it work. By day 3, I arised. But it literally all fell into place, right? Dropping my daughter off to school, like they hooked everything up. It's so good. And like, I was being tested one last time to see how I was going to really act, right? And instead of worrying about things, I just focused on the present moment. And in the moment, I just focused on the things I needed to do today to get what I wanted today. And in doing that, it led to getting what I needed tomorrow. and the next day, and the next day. So my advice is, if you're, you can see it, you can see your new beginning, you can taste it, you feel me, something you've been manifesting. Sometimes you kind of get put in this weird little like void moment right before it's kind of given to you because you're in control, but you got to understand the way it all works. And mind you, I'm doing this shit from scratch. We're trial and error. I'm really a scientist. And so I had to learn how to really have faith in the things that I talk about, and I had to learn how to put it into action, right? And taking it easy, going slow while staying aware and being positive, right? And it worked. And it fucking worked. So Merry Christmas, you guys. And if it's not a Merry Christmas, who gives a fuck? It's just another day. You feel me? Day after, everything's half off anyways. If it was up to me, Christmas would be the day after. So we can double up. This is my family and I do what I want. But my daughter's not going for that. But anyways, just know that you're enough. Know that God loves you, the universe loves you, and it's always working in your favor. Even those shitty days that you don't think, like, why, what did I... It's really always working in your favor. So just have faith, believe,